This is the new long-range SMG meta in Black Ops 6, the LADRA SMG, a brand new one with the Season 3 update. So this thing isn't that good up close. It actually has one of the slowest TTKs, but it is one of the best guns, if not the best SMG to be using at long range, to where you're going to be outgunning majority of the guns, and it just overall has no recoil. So it's a very satisfying weapon. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be giving you guys a 5 attachment and an 8 attachment build, with the first one being the 5 attachment one, the one that I prefer. This one, very simple to use. You're going to be off the radar. If you're trying to get that tactical nuke, I definitely recommend this one, just because the enemies aren't going to know where you're at. And as you're leveling up this gun, you probably notice this thing doesn't have that much recoil, but doesn't have that fast of a TTK, and it fires a lot of bullets, and so you're going to be on the radar a lot basically, and so this is going to keep you off there, making it a little bit easier to build up that streak. Now, you do not need the monolithic. This is more so a Warzone attachment for the ARs. It's kind of funny how they add a lot of attachments that are just good in Warzone but not in multiplayer. But anyway, so yeah, just use the regular suppressor even in Warzone. And then next up, for the barrel, because the damage range is good, but since it specializes in the damage range, let's just increase that, because that's how you're supposed to use the weapon you want to play. You can play aggressive with it. It's just the strong suit is at range. That's what I'm trying to say. So the long barrel is going to make it even better. Do you want everything in Call of Duty without having to play the game? Then you should check out my long-term sponsor, Guapsi. Guapsi is a team of real players that will load onto your account to legitimately grind anything that you wish. And this goes for all the recent Call of Duties and many other games. They will even get you iridescent so you can flex all the cool rewards. Seriously, there's no risk involved, because they don't use an unlock tool. They legitimately play in your account, and I've been with them for a long time and haven't seen a single negative review. And so if you want to save your time and energy, check out guapsi.com. For the next attachment, we actually do not need an underbarrel. This thing does, you know, have a little bit of recoil, but once you hit that first shot, you're perfectly fine. You shouldn't really okay, that did not help my case at all. If you need an underbarrel, use the Ranger foregrip. You don't really need the vertical one. It's just when I'm in the match, like, bro, I was hitting every shot. Like, it was so unbelievably simple, and to where I don't really need an underbarrel, and I'm going to get more value off of the extended mag, because this is going to increase the ammo size up to about 45 from 30. I mean, from 38 to 45. It's not a crazy increase, but it is helpful, and I wish it would just go up to 50. Like, I don't know why they just had it only go up by like 7. It's pretty simple to use, not bad at all. And then we're going to be going over to the rear grip, and we are going to be using the ergonomic. You guys saw the ADS speed is already pretty good, and these ones don't really help you. The CQB is good if you like to hip fire a lot, but you typically always ADS into gunfights, and you do that more frequently. So this is going to be the one that helps you out more. Also increase that dive to fire speed in case you do want to dive, and just overall makes the weapon a lot more fluid. So now we have a lot more ammo, or we're going to be doing we have a little bit more damage range. We're off the radar, and we don't really have to worry about reloading, to where the last attachment completely up to you guys. For me, I don't need the recoil control, even though it looks like I kind of do. So I'm going to be adding the infiltrator stock. The balance stock in this case isn't that good. It doesn't give us that much of everything. You only want to use that if it gives us a bunch of all of those, like double arrows, but since it doesn't, we're going to be using this infiltrator stock, and you guys can see the strafe speed, very good, to where the enemies are going to have a hard time hitting us. And see how it was a lot easier to hit those targets when I was strafing? That's what you want to do in the gunfight. So this thing kind of makes it so you don't really need that recoil control. Make sure you hit that first shot and always strafe, making yourself a harder target to hit. Take a screenshot of this class, but you could take off the stock, go over to the underbarrel, add that Ranger foregrip, and you should be perfectly fine. And then the recoil springs on this thing aren't actually that bad. You get about 10% of everything, but there's more horizontal than there is anything. So if you are going to use recoil control, use a underbarrel instead of the recoil springs. Now, if you do want to use the 8 attachment build, I still recommend to have no iron sights. I mean, have the iron sight on there. Underbarrel, we're going to be adding that Ranger foregrip. Then we're going to go over to the laser, add that Strelok laser, increase the hip fire to 80s accuracy. And then rapid fire honestly isn't that bad on this gun, but then if you do rapid fire, you got to do the reinforced with the compensator, and then you got to go over here and add the vertical. So this is a very good rapid fire build. Kind of off topic, I was going to give you guys this one in a different video, but you know what, we're just gonna give it to you guys right now. So take a screenshot of this rapid fire build, and then if you want the one that I actually prefer a little bit more, is going to be with the overpressured rounds, long barrel, suppressor, Rangers. So now we have like max range and velocity while off the radar, the recoil control, the strafe speed, and everything. It is actually super fun, but I still prefer just the 5 attachments, because I like to have more perks and more streaks and things like that. And speaking of that, went absolutely crazy on the brand new Nomad map, and this thing is also really good in Warzone as well. So you guys should be able to pop off. Just this gameplay is crazy. We get the one, brothers. We got the guy laying up on top of the tank already. Right off. Oh shit. That was horrible movements. You know what, buddy? That was a good play, Jummier. Reminds me of like a Scorpio. Just like these iron sights. I've actually never used this thing before. It's just I always will get my gameplay when I'm leveling up the guns. So you know what? I'm leveling up the gun right now, but we're getting the gameplay. And I already know the build that I have for this thing. Like, I go into my private match, I look around, and I'm like, oh, this is the spice. Well, I don't go into a private match. Like, I can. I just, you know, I've done the builds enough to where I'm like, okay, I know exactly what to do, which most of you guys actually already know too. You're just curious of what I'm rocking. What my go-to one would be. Damn, nah, you know what? We're never gonna beat those guys. Though, two of them looking at me like that, ain't no fucking, I mean, ain't no freaking way. Not even on Wednesday. See, you can really feel that lack of a TTK. Bro, that was so spooky. Bro, okay. These voice comms are crazy.
Do you guys want to buy some pottery?
Some pottery? You mean some pot?
Capturing this objective.
I wonder if Seth Rogen knows that he's in the game. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Bro, this map is so good, but also I hate it at the same time. I see him up close, but I know his boyfriend's behind me. Oh, I don't like him at all. Harp. War machine. Is that a baby crying? Oh, I know he's behind this piece of cover. Bro, that cover, I hate it. People absolutely love it. Too much usage of that. Oh, that was actually crazy. I love my harp. My harp actually makes life so good. Dude. No! Bro, I always go on that ladder and it gets me killed. It's happened so many times.
Okay, this is kind of fun. I can do battle.
He can see me and I can't see him.
Hostile sighted.
30, that's how we get the nuke. That's how we get the nuke. One of my first lives ever with this gun. Died twice. Bro, that was a efficient nuke right there. Where's this guy? Nah, Joey. You know what, Joey? You just got nuked. Yeah, you just learn how to slide cancel and you get nuked. You get absolutely nuked. Bro, I want to hear my ticks. I want to hear my tick sounds. Please. Let me hear my ticks. This thing doesn't hit the same. I don't even hear my flares, basically. I want to hear the chambers hidden. Let's fuck up that horse. There we go. It's kind of common, but like, I need my ticks. Bro, this is a great map for this. For all these kill streaks, this is the best map they've ever added. This is the best map in Call of Duty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, we're vibing right now. We are so absolutely vibing. Teammates, you should honestly let them capture some stuff. W update. Phenomenal update. I need to play on this map more. It's just I never get it, but like I need to play on this map more. Holy shoots. God damn. I'm just pretending to be AFK. Yeah, bro, this thing kills so slow up close. Jesus. But at range, it's not too shabby. I feel like this thing would be... I feel like this thing should be in rank play. Like, I don't see the downside of this thing being in ranks. Bro, that actually looked so sick, bro. I felt like James Bond. But, like, I didn't even know what I was doing and just... Okay, so that's the thing about this map, is that sometimes they just sit in the back and they just snipe. Or they sit on that. Like, they love this spot. I've never seen people just be a fan of this corner. That's how we do it. We keep on going now. I should have known. I should have known. There we go. Dude, I haven't got dark matter on a gun in so long. Like, I got dark matter and then I was like, bro, I'm done. I kind of wish you would just automatically have dark matter, but it makes sense. Like, it's better that you have to unlock it again for the new weapons, so then we actually have something to do, because Call of Duty, you need things to do. That's like, it gets repetitive, so that's like, they have to have that stuff. But a part of me is like, I'm not gonna do all that again. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna do that all again. We were 44-2, now we're 88-10. So I don't know what happened. I think these enemies just got a little bit better, like just really good at sitting, and my egos have gone up, so I'm just running at them, but then they just snipe me off spawn perfectly. Like Ghost Dragon, you don't mess with him.
Sorry, this is my first time doing warfare.
Dude, the slide the prone is back. I just realized.
Capturing the
Oh, they finally added it back. You should have died, monkey. You should have died. You should. Yeah, okay. Let's just call this nuke. I feel like we're losing some of the momentum, some of the energy in here. You know, we already got it. We're chill. Just a nice little calm nuke today. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Easy nukes. Too simple. Joe Rogan. Wait, not Joe Rogan. Seth Rogen. Doses.